When I was 25 years old, I was a sports writer at a small daily newspaper in Michigan. And I came in one morning to take my usual slew of calls from coaches with results from the previous night. The phone rang, I picked it up, no one was there. Hung up, phone rang again, same drill, no one was there. The third time the phone rang and I picked it up, I moved the phone from my right ear to my left ear. And it was at that point that I realized that I'd lost a significant amount of hearing in my right ear. So that's how my adventure began. After about 9 years, I went in and was fitted for a hearing aid for my right ear. I suffered a similar loss in my left ear. Overnight, my hearing was reduced somewhat significantly. In the winter of 2016, early 2017, I went in to see my audiologist, and I absolutely bombed on the hearing test. Specifically, my word comprehension in my right ear was really non-existent. She said that, Steve, it was time for you to consider getting a cochlear implant. My experience with the Ear Institute has been very, very positive. When I came in, I was assessed. I met with the surgeon, Dr. Cassetti, and I was very pleased with her manner and the way she treated me and the way she explained the pros and cons of the procedure. The audiologist that I was working with, Lisa Golden, she did a wonderful job of taking me through the process and explaining all the choices that I had when it came to selecting a cochlear implant. And that's one thing that I've found from talking with other people in the process, was that different clinics do it different ways. Another thing that the Ear Institute offers is they provide you with an interview with a social worker who assesses whether or not you're mentally ready for the cochlear implant. And she did a wonderful job of painting a realistic picture of what I faced and the challenges that go with becoming someone with a cochlear implant. The procedure itself went smoothly. 3 weeks later, I came back to have the cochlear implant activated, and that's a big moment. That's truly a big moment. They suggested that I bring my wife with me, and they turn on the cochlear implant, and they look at you and you say something. And I immediately recognized my wife's voice. I recognized Lisa Golden's voice, and that was a really cool moment. My wife, who has been very supportive through the whole process, she encouraged me to get the cochlear implant because she felt that I was reaching a point where I was withdrawing socially. I was less enthused with going out and spending time with friends. So that has certainly been one of the areas where I've seen improvement since I've received the cochlear implant. The cochlear implant has resulted in what I would characterize as a string of small victories. One of my favorite moments early on was I celebrated with my wife her birthday by coming into the city and dinner and a Broadway show. And I held my own dinner conversation in a crowded theater district restaurant. And that was quite remarkable. And then going to the Broadway show, I came away excited by what I heard and not disappointed by what I missed, which has been a frequent sort of result of going to a Broadway show.